Okay, now we're going to look at how to replace the closed guard from the half guard bottom. So I begin in the same position as the last technique where we take our partners back. We can actually do this from an underhook grip. So at least for a beginning player, one strong way to deal with an opponent who blocks my back take. So I reach, I get my underhook, and Jared makes an overhook or a whizzer, right, blocking my door to the back. One strong way to deal with this is just to go back to the closed guard, okay? When that's the case, I'm gonna take my outside leg, step it over the leg I'm trapping with my right leg. Now my hand that is blocking Jared's arm, I'm gonna drop and block his knee with my elbow, okay? And then I'm gonna withdraw my leg in between his legs. I put the toes of that leg in the mat, and now I'm gonna shrimp my hips back towards you guys, okay? From here, I'll try and hold my partner down, make a harness grip around his head and arm control, and now all I have to do is free this foot. So I'll shrimp out until I'm able to push his leg away and close my guard around him. Let's rotate a little bit. I'm going to show the same thing from with the foot view. Okay, so I make my underhook. My partner does a whizzer. I'm going to take my outside leg. I step over my partner's leg. This is important because I'm going to withdraw this leg. Okay, and so if I just withdraw it for a moment, I take all of my lower body controls off of my partner, and I kind of open an opportunity for him to pass my half guard if he's quick. So what I'm doing instead is I step over it with my outside leg, so that when I take this leg out, something is still holding Jared in place, okay, in my half guard. Now I bring my knee out, I take the toes of this foot, I put them to the floor to help me scoop my hips under my partner. Hands together, scoop further outside, push this leg if I need to, wrap my closed guard, okay? Now we can also do this, the same technique from a less advantaged grip than the underhook. So in the future, if you spend some time on half guard offense, you might feel like, oh man, well, if I just go back to closed guard from an underhook, isn't that kind of a waste? If your half guard is good, it might be. You might be forfeiting some really strong sweeping opportunities. So we can also do this straight back to the closed guard from a more defensive grip. So especially if Jared's under my elbow, Jared's got even an underhook, right? So he's here, so look, I'm gonna frame, and I'm just gonna do the same stuff with my feet. So my outside leg steps over, I'm gonna continue to frame on this side so Jared can't fully crush me, and I'm gonna block his knee, okay, my knee comes out, toes to the floor, shrimp under, right, collect my head and arm control, shrimp out, and close my guard, okay? One thing that I think is useful is get in the habit of blocking your partner's knee with your elbow, not your hand. So if I'm aligned like this with Jared, sometimes the temptation is to do this, okay, as I'm doing this, but this is not a stable grip. And Jared, if I were doing this, what would you do? Okay, he takes it right off, okay? You can also just pull it up, and I can't keep it here at all. It's very difficult for me to maintain. And on the other hand, if I'm here and I pull my elbow down, you want to take my arm out, Jared? It's way stronger. So like I have much more ability to like keep this grip than I do to keep this grip. Okay, so I would use my elbow and then bring yourself out like that rather than using your hand. Okay? Not everybody's a half guard player. For a long time, this is kind of like my main offensive move from the half guard. If you got me in the half guard, I went back to close guard. Okay, that's perfectly reasonable. It's especially perfectly reasonable at the beginner level. So half guard is a funny position in that it can be used. It can be used really aggressively if you use it well, but it's also your partner's much closer to passing your guard, and so if you use it poorly, small mistakes can doom you, and it can be an easier way for your partner to pass your guard. So half guard is funny in that you can use it really well offensively, but it requires a little more knowledge than some other positions to use offensively, and you're closer to losing, and so it's important that it's a difficult position, I guess, to play offensively as a beginner. It plays it's a little more straightforward when you get more advanced.